Good morning, and thank you for joining us for our Thursday devotion. We're going to be continuing in the book of Colossians, and we're going to be reading verses 15 through 20 of chapter 1. And at the end, I want to talk to you about an important announcement that we made yesterday. So Colossians chapter 1, verses 15 through 20 says this: He is the image of the invisible God, the firstborn of all creation. For by him all things were created, both in the heavens and on earth, visible and invisible, whether thrones or dominions or rulers or authorities, all things have been created through him and for him. He is before all things, and in him all things hold together. He is also head of the body, the church, and he is the beginning, the firstborn from the dead, so that he himself will come to have first place in everything. For it was the Father's good pleasure for all the fullness to dwell in him, and through him to reconcile all things to himself, having made peace through the blood of his cross. Through him, I say, whether things on earth or things in heaven. And we talked on Tuesday about the significance of the work that Paul wrote to the church of Colossae, and how he was dispelling some of the false doctrines that had gone in and people were buying into regarding worshiping of angels and the context of that. And it's amazing as Paul describes who Christ is. It reminds me of a lot of things, and it helps me gain perspective on the importance of the work that he did. He is the head of the church. He is the firstborn of creation. And what does that mean? It means that Christ was the first to be raised from the dead into the new covenant. He was the first to bring forth completion of what God had promised. That he was before all things and he is all things. He was at the foundation of the earth. How awesome is the God that we serve? The God that we serve that would have his son there with him, watching humanity fail and saying to him, son, you're going to have to go and fix this. Can you imagine the anguish? Can you imagine the pain of going through that? It's amazing when I think about everything that God has brought us through in the past few months and everything that God has brought each and every one of us through. He's always had a plan. He's always had a purpose. We preached a series a few weeks back. God always has the end in mind when he does something. He's not caught by surprise. It's important as we go through our daily lives to realize that, and to realize that Christ is everything we need. That he's provided salvation. He's provided resurrection. He's provided wholeness and healing just through his actions here on earth. I am in awe of everything that God has done here at Lakes and in my personal life and in our family's life and in your lives over the past few months. And I am so excited as I look forward to meeting with many of you again this coming Sunday in person here at Lakes. But I want to speak into your lives this morning and encourage you to hold on to everything that Christ has done for you, to look to him for hope. We get so caught up in looking at other things and trying to find different solutions, when really everything we need is in Jesus Christ. I don't want you to forget that. Now, I did mention an announcement, and we talked yesterday, we released the info yesterday that we're meeting this coming Sunday at Lakes at 10 a.m. But I want to speak to those that are uncomfortable, those that are facing health issues. We are going to always be Lakes Church, and we're going to always have Lakes Church online. I want you to feel comfortable joining us online and worshiping with us. I don't want you to be discouraged if you can't be here. We're all fighting different battles of our own, and for some of us, those are health battles, and I want you to stay encouraged. Know that we are praying for you. If you have been sick, if you've been running a fever, or you've been exposed to COVID-19, it's okay to stay home. We encourage you to do that. And we're going to work through our service to let you feel a part of it as much as we can, because we don't want anybody left behind. We are so excited as we move forward and as we worship together. I can't wait to be with all of you. I'm going to pray for you, and then I will see those of you that join us for prayer Saturday morning at 9 a.m. Father, thank you for this church and for the people that love you and that are seeking after you. Father, I pray today that you would touch them, that you would bless them, that you would go with them and help them show your love to a world that's lost and dying without you. Father, I pray for those in our body that are struggling physically, or that are just frustrated because of the limitations of their bodies, that you would touch and minister to them. Give them your strength. And as we reintegrate back together in person, Father, that you would protect us, that you would go with us and help us worship together, whether we are here in person or whether we are still following the service online. I thank you for all of this in the name of your Son, Jesus. Amen. God bless you guys. Have a great day.